In this video, I want to specifically cover adjusting your initial levels in the Katalyst Suit. If you are a current Katalyst owner and you haven't watched this, you need to. You'll get more out of the suit if you have a better understanding of the settings and adjustments as a baseline moving forward. Let's get going. Katalyst is a full-body electro-muscle stimulation suit that can flex every major muscle on your body for 4 seconds on, 4 seconds off. This simulates in one 20-minute workout the equivalent of 4 to 5 hours of weightlifting in the gym. It seems like cheating, but it's clinically backed science, and the incredible muscle building potential and the real-world strength gains are incredible. Also, if you're thinking of getting a suit, my viewers should always try my coupon, AUSTINAFTER40. I'll always work to get you the most discount I can, and sometimes, like now, it's stackable with their current sale coupon, SUIT25. Hey guys, and welcome back. Hey, I wanted to go through the muscle adjustments for when you first start either a strength workout, power workout, or whatever. So you're gonna go to menu, you're going to select manually adjust training intensity. And then strength is what we adjusted when I was showing you the beginning Katalyst video, so that's why it's so low. You're gonna wanna go through and adjust strength, power, cardio, and recovery, and you're gonna have to adjust those the first time you do any of those workouts. From there on out, you don't have to mess with it. I'm 99% sure that as you adjust individual muscle groups, it's saved from workout to workout. So you don't have to go in 2 months later and redo all these because you've become more E-stim tolerant. Like because you've raised your overall level, you don't have to come in and set these again. Or we're gonna go in and we're gonna set strength. Before you start your workouts, you see all these pads are white. If you want to turn off a certain muscle group for when you're working out, you just long press on that particular muscle. So see how that was my middle back, and now I can deaden the upper back. I can deaden the chest. So now those channels won't be active during the workout. Okay, so right now everything's on. We're gonna go ahead and hit start. He's gonna talk for a full minute, and this happens every single time. You can't skip it. Since you only really need to do this once, it's explaining to you what you need to do. All right, so this is the screen that you're gonna get to. Obviously, this is one of the first times you've ever used it. Everything starts at 10 because that's kind of a baseline where you can maybe start to feel some tingle in some of your muscle groups. But as the red bar goes across, the impulse is on. Like you should feel a muscle contraction or tingling or something during that period of time. During the white, it's not on. It's just going to run like this for 20 minutes as we adjust our suit. So what I want you to do is I want you to go into the individual muscle setting. And you can start in whatever order you want, but I always just end up going from the left to the right. What I want you to do is I want you to adjust each muscle group, not the whole thing is one, but I want you to adjust each muscle group up until you get a full contraction. I like to think of that as it's a contraction that is still there even when I'm concentrating on trying to relax that muscle. So if I try to make sure that I'm not flexing my quad, is my quad flexing? I would say somewhere around there it is, maybe a little bit more. I'm pretty E-stim tolerant at this point, and I've got good mind-muscle connection, so as I'm trying to relax these muscles, it is contracting. So now that I've got this quad adjusted, I am going to deaden that channel so that it's not going right now. That way it's not distracting me as I go to adjust my hamstrings. Eventually these are going to be the same because as you build your muscle imbalance or as you get rid of your muscle imbalance, like if you're quad dominant or you're hamstring dominant, your muscles, your legs are gonna start to even out. You kind of long-term want these to probably be around the same. It will be flexing both of your muscles and kind of getting the same tightness in both most likely over the long term. Now that being said, if you're flexing hard at 140, like in your hamstrings and you're at 165 in your quads, I would just over time, over the course of say 3-4 months, keep trying to adjust those hamstrings up, maybe not adjust the quads up, and try to get them to where they're close to being level. So now again, I'm gonna deaden this channel, I'm gonna go to my glutes, and I'm gonna start adjusting those. Over the past 6 months, I've been trying to get my glutes, my quads, and my hamstrings at similar levels because I wanna stay balanced within my lower body. It's something that I'm trying to drive towards, but it's not necessarily something that needs to be pushed. Now, as far as muscles kind of being around the same levels on the upper body, I would say you can kind of throw that out the window. So this is your initial muscle settings. It's going to start you out at these levels in the workouts. Now, the first 2 minutes, it's actually ramping you up from 0 to kind of your starting level, and maybe that's over 60 seconds, but that's to kind of get your blood flowing, get you used to things. It might be, say, a little bit uncomfortable, the first couple minutes until your blood flow starts and you get better conductivity because of the extra fluid that's moving into your muscles. The adjustment for these individual muscle groups does not stop with this initial setting for the workouts. Okay, from within the workout, you need to, especially over, the first, say, 5 to 10 workouts, if you want to hit your glutes harder, if you want to hit your lower back harder, if you want to hit your chest harder, you can really be dialing those up. This is just where the muscles start to flex. Your muscles are contracting, but you're not necessarily getting as much muscle building potential as if you were running, say, at higher levels. And you're also not going to be training that neural connectivity, right? In each workout, it roughly doubles from the start to the very end. What I want you to do over your first 5 to 10 workouts is I want you to be constantly playing with each of these individual muscles. Now, if you really want to work out hard, the fastest way to get your muscles all to the levels that like say I wanted to get them at is I dialed the entire suit up in this global screen. This is your overall suit level here. What I would do is I would dial that up until one muscle ends up being contracting too hard, or you can't move that individual muscle group. So then I would go into that individual muscle and I would lower that muscle down during the workout so that muscle is no longer the weak link. And then I might go back in and I would adjust my global setting up some more until maybe that muscle again was starting to be at the failing point, or if there was another muscle that started to be in the failing point, then I could end up adjusting that other muscle. Now, you do want to learn and actively use these, being able to kill the individual channels or to deaden those channels, because you will have days where your lower back is still sore, or you have an injury or something like that, and you don't want those muscles to flex. So just turn them off for the workout and don't sacrifice the rest of your workout because of one individual muscle. To get out of the workout or any screen, to pause it, you just touch the screen once, it comes up, hit pause. I'm gonna hit end workout. It's going to save all of your settings at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna hit quit. Now my settings in strength are saved. So I hope that helps, guys. You have to do this for strength, power, cardio, and recovery the first time. So it's basically the same exact process when you go through and do this for each of those. So hope that helps, guys. Please like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends. Comment any questions you have. You can also reach me via email. That's in the description. And we will see you next time.